Okay. Praha moved already, so it's okay. Kill Zeros, be sure he's dead, and then the two Lucians should just go. Sierra might kill one. Oh, that's not good. That's actually very bad. Save it for the Praha. I'm gonna wait for the attack buff from Megan. Yeah, should kill. That's the problem when I don't run it with Bernard. Then that speed sync with just Megan. Maybe I should speed sync my Lucian to just Megan where I can single run. Megan's 240, 243, 242, 30%, right? Or 25, right? Megan's only 25. 20%. So they need to be 200 speed. Oh, that's not happening. That's finding another 20 speed on them. I don't think that could happen. Or maybe it could. Or I could just slow Megan down. They'll move, that's fine. And then we should be able to get 2 Lucians off. Oh wow, we're squishy. Didn't even have to really worry about the Nemesis as much as I did. I just want to make sure that I think feeding them is okay. Attacks enemy, taunt, 2 turns, blah blah blah. Scales off max HP, combo attack. Yeah, light one's useless. Dark one. Attacks enemy, inflicts damage and stuns the target for 1 turn. Oh, dark one's not too bad. I guess I'll keep the dark one. I don't think I would actually use it though, but roundhouse kick, combo attack, combo attack. Okay, that's good. Hey Joan, how you doing? Welcome. It's gonna be a short stream. I just want to let people know I'm gonna be heading to Mobile Masters in a bit. You know, the KCON thing. Yeah, I do remember you wanted that AD. Didn't I helped you the other day, didn't I? Let me pull up your thing again. YouTube. You wanted help with your AD. I thought I went over it on the last stream, but you may have not seen it. I think you were in and out. So, what I was saying about your AD that you wanted to build Guild War AD, and you have a lot of the monsters that you really want to build an AD around. You have Camilla, you have Perna. Those are basically staples over there. Those are, you know, sustain monsters out there, very tanky, can take second lives, do a lot of damage. So you build it. You want to build your ADs and your Guild War defense around those 2 units. Basically, surround them with whatever your best rune monsters are. Chasun is really good with them just because that's extra healing, attack buffs with them. I don't mind Chasun, Camilla. Chow's also really good with those. So I would pair either Perna, Camilla together or Perna and Chow together with your AD. And then pretty much put those two in with some kind of. So if you do Perna, Chow, you can put in some kind of defense breaker with it. So you could do like Perna, Chow. I'm trying to think. I mean, ideally, you want a wind unit out there for a defense break, but you don't have one that's really set up strong right now. So I would probably like one Guild Ward defense I would have is Perna, Chow. Just looking at it right now. You could even do Huadam with him. Perna, Chow, Orion. Yeah, Orion works. You could do Huadam with one of them too, just because it's also really hard to kill. So, and both Perna can keep healing Huadam too. So that's one I would do. And another one is you don't just something standard like Theomorph, Chasun, and if you have what's that thing called? Fire Anubis, Kamoon. Frigate's better for offense, and Orion's better for defense because you just want the randomness of Orion on defense. But yeah, those things work really well together. Frigate doesn't work too well on defense because it's pretty easy to work around. He doesn't do too much. Yeah, Tessarian's a hard counter towards it. Yeah. So if you're worried about that, then what you can bring is for your third part there. If you're worried about Tessarian, you could bring Veramos there for cleansing, or you can bring any kind of cleanser if that's what you're worried about. But if they are bringing Tessarian, there's a good chance you could kill it pretty quickly too with Perna Chow. So as long as your units are fast, it's pretty good. And any defense that you put out there, unless you're really high ranked, you're gonna get countered by something. So don't worry about what can counter. You just want to make sure you can't be countered by too much. That's really what you're looking to do. You can't defend against everything just because there's just too many people out there, too many units, too many. Yeah, there's just too much to go around. So you're really gonna be at the mercy of letting something beat you. Obviously, will runes are helpful. Everything on violent if possible. Not Huadam on despair. Orion, Chow, Perna. Yep. You may even want to go Chow lead for that instead of Orion. I mean, I understand defense, but I think Chow has like 50% HP lead for him and Orion. Nothing for Perna, but that's still pretty good. Theo, Chasun, Huadam. I personally, I think I would switch Huadam and Orion on those two teams. I think I like Huadam more with the Perna, and I like Orion with Chasun, Theo. I'd probably just switch those two. Is it just it's 50% for? Again, Perna's defense is also Perna's base defense is so low that I probably wouldn't even worry too much about it. An extra 50% on Perna's base defense is still low. So I'd rather get a huge amount for Chow and Orion versus just spreading out a little bit. But you can go either way with that. That's not a big deal. But again, I think just switching Huadam and Orion on those two teams. Because Theo, Chasun, Orion works really well. It depends on how fast your Orion is, by the way. So we are going to rune up Sin today. So this is Sin's base stats here pretty much. What we're pretty much looking for is probably speed, defense, or triple defense. I think Vampire Revenge is ideal. So this 30, 50, 60% chance to stun when max skilled, and he will be max skilled. And this has 35% chance to stun, but 3 hits for it. Instantly gains another turn. That's fine. I mean, 193 crit damage on Violent, that's pretty good. You make sure he has a good amount of HP, because he heals everyone based on his HP too. So that's pretty much ideal. Let me see what I have in terms of Vampire runes. I don't think I have too many Vampire defense runes left over, because I think just because, nope, I have none. So I don't think we're gonna go Vampire in him. Endure's okay. That's a decent rune. So stats we're looking for Sin is pretty much speed, crit rate, defense, and mostly defense. Endure's okay. Team Gigi. Who's Gigi? Is that... I don't know who that is, actually. I should... Oh, maybe Destroy's okay for him, actually, too. It's hard to break into... You'll get there, don't worry. It's just rune quality is a big deal. Oh. What do we have here? Let's power this up. If this goes into crit rate... Resistance isn't big for Sin, because he can't be defense broken, and that's a big part of why I wanted to build him. Crit rate there. If this can go up to 20% crit rate, yeah, if it goes to like 20% crit rate, this is pretty good. The other stats are pretty bad on there, but and I'm okay with Sin being pretty much broken set. There's no, like, I don't need him on Violent. Vampire, I think, is a nice set for him, but if he's going to be high defense rate, I don't think it's a big deal anyway. For me, it's in Newark, New Jersey, so it's about an hour 10 drive for me. So I'm gonna where did that go? That did not go where I wanted to. So it starts at 1 p.m. So it starts in 3 hours from now. I'm probably going to be leaving. I'm going to probably be leaving in about an hour to go, because I want to head out there, get some lunch before I get there. So it's going to start in 3 hours. That's the scheduled time to start. I probably want to get there a little bit early. Obviously, if you're in Singapore, you're not going to be able to get there in time if you're going to head over there. But is anyone else going? That's really why I wanted to start the stream again. I wanted to know if anyone else was going to be heading there, and if anyone wanted to meet up when they're there. It's midnight. Yeah, as much as I understood, yeah, it's pretty much happened. It's starting pretty much right when Guild Wars resets. That's what I saw on... Oh, wow, that is a terrible roll. Okay, fine. We're not going to use that rune. That should be sold. Had speed, but still not even... Destroy is not a big enough thing for where I need to go out of the way. Will's not necessary. Shield's okay, actually. We can go with shield. I'm really just looking to see where I have defense runes hidden. Good defense. Okay, this one's possible. Oh, you want to build a Wind Barbarian King? Wind Barbarian King is really good. It's a really good single target nuke. Hey there, Lev. I can't say that name. I'm sorry. Levskachito. I can't say it. I'm sorry. I'm just really bad. That's pretty much. I mean, I'm in the same. Where did that go? That did not go where. That went to flat defense. If we're building a defense unit, that's not fine. So if you only have that, I mean, he's a good single target wind nuker. You can build him. You can build an Orochi. Nah, no, don't. Double flat defense. Double flat defense. So this is pretty, you know, it can still, if it still rolls double crit rate, I'm happy with it. But if not, if this doesn't go to crit rate, we're just gonna leave it for now. So yeah, Wind Barbarian King, really strong single target nuker. really, there's limited uses for him. I'll agree, but um, he's really good for Giants V10. He's really good. He's really good situational for Guild Wars. But generally, I mean, Katarina is going to probably be better for most of those times. Copper, those two ignore defense is really strong. So there's nothing wrong with those. Now this rune is. So yeah, I'm just trying to find random runes from Sin right now. It's not a huge deal if I build it up right now, but I wanted to use it because I want to try and use them in Guild Wars right now. I do have a Guild War going on right now. I don't even think for the Wind Barbarian King, if you can't do Violent, do Fatal. Fatal's perfectly fine. Just push up the damage. You don't really need extra turns. Build for Beth. Beth standard attack. That's wow. Triple roll flat defense. I'm not even gonna. Violent. Yes, Violent is gonna be better. But if you don't have Violent runes, don't kill yourself with it. Just see if this rolls speed. Okay, so that can be sold instantly now. So with Beth, it's standard attack. Ideally, violence. But with the new change to Beth on skill 2, violence not even as important as it used to be. So I would probably go rage or fatal for. It's a flat 6, but that stat was if it rolls speed. If that triple rolled speed, that could have been potentially 24 speed slot 6. If it's 24 speed, it's a lot of use. Of course, it didn't roll that speed, so we sold it. But just because it's a flat slot 6 and slot 4, if it rolls speed, you got to at least take a look at it. Not necessary, but if it happens to get there, then yeah, it's really good. Defense. Do we want Swift on him? How to determine focus on him? Right now, you can speed clear, giant V10, necro V. Light Vampire, really good. It's a PvP monster, really good. Wait, Despair Beth. You can do Despair Beth. I think it's ideal if you're going with Beth. You're really looking towards damage. But Despair is fine because it has an AoE. Is it Beth double AoE? Yeah, Beth's double AoE. So Despair is okay. It's not too bad. So what you should be doing at this point is, I think, Joen, where you are now, next step, focus on clearing that TOA hard, because that gets you the legendary every month, and then work on R5 and just continue to farm runes. That's pretty much what it is. Once you start getting better runes, you'll be able to get to Conqueror 1, Conqueror 2. That's really, and at that point, also be focusing on Guild Wars, or whatever you actually have fun with, I should say. You should focus on whatever you enjoy. So you don't understand the light vampire's passive? It's the reverse of Hordam. Pretty much, if he takes lethal damage, and there's other teammates that have life left, he will take life from the teammates instead of dying. So, in that case, he pretty much is, he can die before all his teammates are at least, I think, under 20% life. So it pretty much means that when you have a light vampire, you can build him squishy as hell. And if you build him real super squishy, he can if he's really squishy and you bring it like something else that has a crap load of HP with it and a healer, it's, they have to focus on killing everything else first before they can kill the light vampire, and the light vampire is going to dish out a crap load of damage. So that's generally why it's good. Delphoi is really strong for RTA if you don't have. Wow. All right, I think we're building a Swift Sin, just because 26% defense there is pretty damn good, and we had that other slot 6 rune that was pretty good. So yeah, Delphoi is really strong for budget immunities. If you don't have Wusa, if you don't have Veligil, Delphoi is really strong. Immunity is really king in RTA right about now. It is oh, that's a bad roll, but that's fine. All right, we're gonna go with this. Going with that one. You got a light archangel. You don't know how to ruin him. Congratulations on getting Artemiel. If you haven't realized how good Artemiel is, just pretty much look at. I can get this. We have no crit rate still though, so I think we'll go with this because it has speed crit rate. All right, no problem, man. Have a good night. Thank you for watching. So with the Light Archangel, you pretty much want him to be super tanky with a lot of defense. A lot of defense, a lot of HP. You want some decent accuracy on him because he's going to strip. You want to have high resistance on him. Mainly because... sorry, one second. You want high resistance on him for the fact that... Okay, we'll do this. Because you don't want him to get defense broken. Oh, why is this not upgraded yet? Alright, because it's already +9. This is reappraisal rune. There's no reason why I kept this besides reappraisal. You've been playing for a year on global and not a single light dark lightning. I went about 15 months before I got my first light dark lightning, and then I pulled 3 in a month. The game is funny like that. There's not much you can do about that. Unfortunately, that's just the way the game rolls. When am I heading out? I'm leaving probably in about an hour, maybe less than that. It takes me about an hour and a half to get there. So, and I probably want to grab some lunch beforehand. So I'm going to head out in a little bit. But again, I just decided to jump up on stream to find out if anyone else was heading there. How do you rune up the Dark Polar Queen? Dark Polar Queen. I just want to make sure on the skills beforehand. It's not. I think it's the one that. That does more damage considering on what your teammates have taken, right? Reflects 30% of damage back to enemies whenever attacked. Inflicts additional damage proportional to the damage of another allies. So what you really want the Dark Polar Queen to be is super tanky. A lot of HP. Fatal Blade is perfectly fine for the Light Vampire. So you really want her to build really tanky. I think you want to go... I think the damage doesn't do anything off crit damage, so you just want to go triple HP. Attack, crit damage, attack. I think... Maybe that makes more sense. For some reason, I think you just want more HP so it could take the damage and just return it back there. I don't think you don't... If you build attack, crit damage, attack, it'll just die before it gets to reflect the damage. Because a lot of times you won't hit her before you can put a defense break and just one-shot her. I would highly recommend Will Runes on her. And I think if you're going to run it, I think you want to run immunity with it so that she can't get defense broken. Uh, I think you really want her to be tanky. And I think you generally want to run her with some kind of see, I see her running the same way you would run Ramagas, but you want probably the rest of your team to be a little tanky. So it's AoE? No. Oh, skill 2 is an AoE. I've been thinking about HP defense. Is that for the Dark Polar Queen? You're looking? I've been thinking about HP defense fight, which is better. A monster of 40k HP and 800 defense. Really depends. Depends on where you're using them and what it's going to be used against. 40k HP can really be killed by a copper. 20k HP and 16k 1600 defense can get killed by bulldozer kind of thing. So, and that gets killed by Lucian. So the fact that Lucian is so wild out there, generally the higher HP is going to do better. For PvE stuff, where you're looking at rage, the defense is better. It's really situational out there. You kind of just need to be little. I generally I think it's better to be balanced. I know that's probably not what you're looking to hear, but balance just works really well. No problem, Robert. Nope. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking. You really want to be balanced. That's always. What the hell, White Rune? Balance is just really, for a lot of places, balance is really, really key. I really don't have defense runes? Oh, okay. No, that's... do I have blade? I really think I need a blade set. Or we could just go guard. We'll see if this goes into a lot of crit. I prefer the crit rate over the speed right now. So if this goes to like 16 crit rate at least, we're pretty good. I prefer the crit rate over the speed right now. But yeah, with Lydia again, with Lydia, I don't know. I haven't really faced a lot against her. But why not crit damage? I think just more defense. The tankiness is going to help more. He's not. I think it helps. The extra defense will help with survivability. I'm not sure which is going to be better. I just think triple defense is better. Oh, there we go. This will actually help a lot. You just pour water. You pulled a Chow. I'm assuming that means water there. Chow is insanely good. Well, not insanely good. He's really good. What you want from Chow is pretty much speed, HP. I think some people like crit damage, or maybe even triple HP. It depends on if you can get enough speed in the subs. But you probably want to, you can go Vampire Chow, you go Violent. I think Violent Chow is better than Vampire Chow, actually. That went to flat attack. That's still fine. 16 crit rate is kind of what I was hoping for. The other one, what was the other rune that I had there? Let me just make sure that, because this is 16 crit rate versus, 16 6 speed and 8 crit rate. This might be better still. I am building Sin. The monster that we're having that Hall of Heroes for, I think this is actually better. That extra speed is still really good. Getting max crit rate on him is not a huge deal. The damage is important. It's not crazy important. Violent will HP. I don't even think. I don't know if crit damage is really necessary because he scales really well off HP anyway. I don't think will is that important. Will's not that important for Chow. I mean, it's okay. He doesn't need crit rate on 4. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna build it triple defense, and we're gonna see how much damage this does. We're gonna build him swift guard. He's gonna be relatively fast, especially with runes like this where you get 16 speed on one of them. I mean, this is also a rune that just doesn't get well. Chow? Chow scales off. Chow scales off HP, doesn't it? Hold on, let me check. I mean, units I don't fully understand the skills of sometimes until I read them. But as much as I understand, Chow scales off HP, all his skills, right? Blah, blah, blah. Passive. Gains immunity against, gains 15% all, and damage dealt according to your current HP. So it scales with current HP. Okay, not max HP, current HP. That does change a little bit. That's a nice room. I like this. I'm fine with this. Plus, he gains more damage as so Justice needs to be max skilled before Justice is good. Justice on a 2-turn cooldown when your teammates start dying, multiplier on that thing is crazy. Skill 1's pretty good too. Multiplier is good. I just think it's Leica's the best. Like, I love fighting Lycas. I kill Lycas so quickly. Hi, baby. Lycas are good, but Lycas are counterable. So, I think we'll just put this on for now, and we'll see where the runes take us. Where else we're at, because we still need to power them all up. I don't know if we can make this work right now. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, that's always the problem with almost all water nukers out there. I guess the crit rate's not too big since we're not doing crit damage anyway. These are really just going to be leftover runes anyway, so it's not a big deal. This kind of has all the stats we're needing. 11, 8, 6, 7. This has the speed, but defense, accuracy. I think I'm just going to go with this because it's just a little mix of everything. Probably not the best one to go. That's a lot of defense on there, considering the runes are not powered up at all. I mean, look at this. This rune right here, +0. So we're gonna go test this out. We're gonna do a guild. We're gonna plus 15 all these runes, or at least plus 12. We'll go with plus 12 on it because I'm poor, and we'll take this to Guild Wars. Yeah, again, the problem with Chow and the problem with almost all water nukers is Theo exists. And the fact that Theo exists makes it really hard to, Theo is the ultimate nuker. At least ultimate single target nuker. Scales off speed, elemental advantage versus everyone. has Endure, so it can't be killed himself. Awakens into crit rate. Did I mention scales off speed? If I haven't, scales off speed. And so that's kind of like everything that you want out of a nuker, and has a crit rate leader skill. So if for some reason you can't get his crit rate high enough, he self buffs so his rune requirements are so low. When I mean low, I mean yeah, his rune requirements are just low. Because you really just have to get towards what 61% crit rate is it, or 64? Something ridiculously low. Not ridiculously low, but for what he needs to be. Compared to other nukers where you got to get towards that 85%. He just against anyone. So that's what makes Theo so strong, I feel. Oh wait, your Theo is lacking. Give again. I gave Theo my absolutely best runes. I went out of my way to make sure Theo had good runes. Um, it's where I use, because I use them everywhere. I use them dragons, giants, elemental rifts. For a while, I was even using him in R5. I don't use him in R5 anymore, but for a while I was using him in R5. Guild Wars, Arena. Guild Wars offense, defense, Arena offense, Arena defense. Theo gets used, for me, everywhere. What time is Mobile Master starting on Twitch? It starts in 3 hours, or 2 hours and 45 minutes. It starts 1 p.m. Eastern. Yes, sure, Deb. We'll take a look at your Theo in a second. Again, Theo, like I said, ideally, 85% crit rate. If you don't want to run his crit rate leader, 61% crit rate. That's generally what you need to get to. Let me see. Can I enchant these things? Yeah, sure. It originally was supposed to be 10 a.m. Eastern. That's what I think is said on the website at first. I thought so too, but then I saw it's updated now towards no flat defense, more HP, fine. Oh, max rolls at least. Yeah, so yeah, Mobile Masters, I believe, because I know I checked yesterday the web. More speed. Wow, we're getting max rolls on these enchants right now. We're getting max rolls because it's on a unit I don't care about. I'm not willing to waste a legend rune on this. Hey gang, how you doing? Welcome. We are building Sin right now. And okay, that's not a max roll, but that's a good roll. We will not enchant that speed here because this is Swift, and speed grinds are way too important to do with that here. Flat HP? Sure. I mean, this is a throwaway. These are garbage runes. Alright, Deb, we'll take a look at your Theo and then we'll go to Guild Wars. You know what? Let's power this up. We're going all in with what we're gonna go semi all in. My Sin's not max skilled yet. But I don't think you guys wanted to see me farm. You guys don't want to see me farm the secret dungeon right now. That's boring as hell, right? But yeah, Mobile Masters. It's in 3 hours. Is anyone going? Still trying to get that out there. I know I'm one of the few people out there who's going out there. But I would really like to know if anyone else is going so I can just not be there alone. I have no idea what the turnout's going to be over there. It may be hundreds of people, it may be thousands. I might be one of like 5 people there. I'm not sure. I don't know how many people. Like again, Summoners War is a big mobile game. I don't know how big it is in New York. I know for a while they put Wind Joker. Good. Wind Joker is Lucian. Lucian is arena meta right now. Pretty much, probably the most heavily used arena unit out there. Because it wasn't a tournament for Hearthstone. It was some kind of like deck building seminar, I think it was. I didn't watch it. I'm a huge Hearthstone guy. Outside of Summoners War, Hearthstone is the game I play the most. And I had no interest in watching it. Because it wasn't a tournament. It was... Yeah, it just wasn't a tournament. Or I think there was some kind of prize for it afterwards. But thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. That's what they said on Claytano's stream yesterday. That Hearthstone only had like 400 and Vainglory had like 6,000 people. So that's not too bad. I don't know how big Vainglory is. I've never heard of Vainglory before the Mobile Masters thing. But if it's realistically at like 6,000 people on Twitch, if only 6,000 people on Twitch are watching, how many people are watching live? You know, so I think at Mobile Masters I may be like one of like 10 people there. That's a strong possibility. It may be, 100 people there, maybe 1,000. I don't know. The Water Joker is food for the Wind Joker. Cyan is probably the worst Nat 4 in the game. Maybe that's not true. It's hard for me to think of one that's worse. I think the problem with the Water Joker is his skill 2 is pretty bad. Will it get 10k views? Maybe. Let's hope so. Because pretty much for these games for these tournaments to continue watching, they need to get interest. So basically, if people don't tune into this, they're not going to run other tournaments. That's kind of my main reason for going in person to show support. Just because thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Did that just get delayed twice? Or thank you, I'm not really sure why that's coming so late. Yeah, basically the same thing with anything with someone in my that the Light Vampire used to be one of the worst Nat 5s in the game. He recently got buffed. Well, not recently. It's been like 6 months. Before his buff, he was probably the worst one. His passive got changed so that he sucks the life from other people. He's not the worst. Yes, I mean every Twitch, but you also gotta remember, even like most of the Twitch streamers don't like YDCB when he streams. I think like at max peak he gets like maybe 2,000 people on his stream. So it's not like Summoners War streaming wise is not that huge compared to other games like when Companion streams, I think he gets 100,000 views, or maybe not 100,000. I want to say somewhere like 25,000. I think is where his streams go at versus like I said, YDCB is probably the most popular English speaking streamer. I think Zero Bit or one of the other ones out there is a little bit more popular, but I mean generally they don't get huge amount of numbers that are astronomical. That's what I'm just saying. Let's see, what can we do here? We want to bring Sin out with the Wind Panda, with my Fire Panda, Wind Panda, of course. And Olivia is my ideal right now, is what I'm looking to do. Oh. Yep, let's look at Yithia. Okay, no problem. So again, with Theo, there's there's two thoughts on how you want to run it. Basically, it's on slot. I think the general consensus is violent revenge, violent will are the best ways to go about it. And basically, it's going to be the speed or crit damage on 2. Oh, your Theo is perfectly fine. 70% crit again. If you want to either push towards, you could drop it down to 61% and run his own crit leader, or push it up to 85% for that crit rate, and push towards that 85% crit rate and run a different leader for him. This is a really good rune here. I mean, crit rate's low, but yeah, high attack, speed, crit damage is really good rune. I see you enchanted crit damage there. You might want to put that out. The crit damage is fine. Getting the extra attack is fine. You may want to make it a little bit more tanky on you. So if you're having a little bit of problem with tankiness, you can enchant HP there. That's personal preference. Again, good rune here. You can power this up to plus 15. It's probably worth it. Speed, crit rate. Obviously, 6-star rune here is ideal, but crit rate's on there with it's okay. Yes. Okay. Blah blah blah. Good rune here. Speed, crit rate, double roll crit rate, perfect rune. Again, and these are grindable stats, so you have lots of room to get for R5. This rune is probably the rune that's really lacking. I mean, it's a 6-star attack rune. Speed there. No, it's perfectly fine. 20 speed. This is really good. It's really these two, and slot 4, slot 6 violent runes are hard to find, so I'm not blaming you for that. I mean, I'll show you you see me use my Theo all the time, and my stats are not too much further off from what yours are. I have maybe 200 more attack. Yours is faster. I have a little bit more crit rate. I think our crit damage is about the same. So, and I just have a little bit more tankiness. Realistically, but the other thing is mine's max skill. I don't know if you put Devilmon into yours. I didn't look. But really, it's just about getting that 6-star rune for slot 4, and you're pretty much set. Yours is on revenge, mine's on will. The crit damage 147, 156. I mean, it's a little bit of damage, but again, I'm on a slot 6, 6-star rune for slot 4. Versus yours just being at 5-star. So that's really what the difference is. I mean, it's just having max runes around on 6-star or not. Okay, so let's try this here. Will it work here? This is what I want to bring out Sin to, because Sin can tank out that Fire Panda for a while. 70 Devilmons. Max skills really like for most units. I mean, if you're using Devilmons for 5-star monsters and key 4-star monsters only. So when I say key 4-star monsters, something like Chasun, Galleon, Lucian, yes, Devilmons are worth it there. Nat 5s, yeah, because extra cooldowns are huge on most of them. And so the problem I see with this is we don't. Oh, I'm just going to bring it out and see how bad it fails. And bottom team we mirror, because that's my team, and I don't care about that. But yeah, 70 Devilmons is a lot to save. Max skills again change monsters. They having additional cooldown really makes a lot of things different. Oh, crud. Let's. push back Orion's attack bar. So let's just see. Stun, defense break. Let's defense break Leica, or not. Let's give the Panda a turn again and nuke the crap out of this thing. So Leica's dead. Cleanse Olivia. Probably makes sense, but I wanted to give the Panda a turn just so that we could make sure we kill Leica. That was kind of the big thing. But now we gotta get heals going. Now we cleanse Olivia. Stun, alright. I think we need the max skills on Sin. Because we're not getting stuns. We need to cleanse her again. It really just sucks that we have to waste it like that, but I think it's more important to do that. Getting defense. We're gonna lose Olivia here. Cleanse the Panda. Kill this thing here, and then we will have to just worry about this. Oh, maybe we can continue to stun him. You want to go for the stun or for defense break? I think we'll go for the stun. If we do this, we get extra heal. Give the if we put the Panda on, then we defense break him, and then he doesn't do much damage. Yeah, maybe the defense. I gotta, again, we're not max skilled with my Sin, so it does hurt a little bit on defense. We're defense broken, so we can't do a lot of damage with that here. And then we just do this for, oh wait, heal? Let's just kill. That's pretty decent damage. Again, we'll go for defense break here, just so that the Panda does less damage off defense breaks. I need violence, that's nice. I like that team a little bit. It's just probably a little bit too slow. I probably gotta get a little bit more speed on Sin and oh, this freaking Theomars. Oh, we didn't pop in door. Okay, good. Chasuna's not fast enough. So we lost our Veramos. That's pretty bad. And the Chasun just took 4 turns. Oh. That Theomars went crazier than my Theomars. So we have no life left. Okay. If we actually get another heal off, we're fine. We're a long way of getting a heal off. One more Violent. I think we have to leave. Oh, that sucks. That was not expected. I feel really bad about losing. That's when I felt unsure about the first team. The second team, I thought I was real. You know, whenever I bring my Veramos Theo Chasun team, I feel really safe about that. So what do we have here? Quadam, Vrad, Iris. So why can't I Lucian this team? I don't even think I need the Bernard leader. They can move first. Is that the one on Will? We need the one on Will. So pretty much, even if they move first, I think we should be okay. Julie might get stunned. Maybe we should bring a wind AoE instead. Wind multi-hit AoE. I don't have that, do I? I think it'll be okay. So we have Theo, Camilla, Chasun. Pretty much, if we do this, they have no debuffs, so. Wait, how fast is Tessarion? 186, that's too slow. I can't do that. Normally I run it with Theo, and Theo speed tune with Tessarion, so that Tessarion moves before Theo, but not the Monkey King. The Monkey King is too fast. So other thing that we tend to do is to reset it. And to reset it, we bring... Where is it? That thing. Yeah. That's fine. So Iris might move first, and we have shield. Oh, we don't have shield. Julie had my shield rings. That's why I wanted Julie. Oh, okay, but we're faster, so never mind. Let's just take down some life from Wadam. And why not Tessarion? Because, oh, did not kill. This is bad. This is really bad. This is really, really bad. Because Iris is going to keep healing, and we're not going to be able to kill. Really surprised we didn't do enough damage. Do we have amp up? Hey James. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit lucky that we had amp up, but we have we have attack defense on us. Kill Brad. Airbender. That was really close. I really thought we were going to do enough damage with our first Lucian to do that. So why I didn't use Tessarion is because Tessarion... Resist, really? Tessarion is slower than my my Monkey King. Didn't pop Endure either. Yep, I'm going to Mobile Masters. I'm leaving probably right after this Guild War. So, anyone else who's showing up, please let me know. Alright, at least we get rid of that jerk. Oh, this is gonna hurt. That's why you redo Sec. I use my Sekhmet so much. But I think Jolteon, you said you were in Ohio, right? So I don't think he's gonna be going. Let's reset so that she can't fall on Blossoms. And then we have this on auto. But yeah, the reason I didn't use Tessarion is, again, Tessarion speed tuned with my Theo. His 186 speed, my Monkey King is like 210 speed, so I need to put Tessarion out there to put the defense break and Oblivion on Theo on first turn. How funny the meta works in Arena? Pretty much the meta is get Lucian up into Guardian, and then afterwards continue to get Lucian. I think that's pretty much what the meta is right about now. You get Lucian up to the point you get Tiana. Yes, and at Fighter 3 C1, yeah, it's a big deal because yeah, no one. They do what I do. They bruiser you out because that's all they have. That's what they have the units for. Okay. I think again we can bring Sin out for this again, right? Sin. Pretty much this team here, but we bring Sin instead of Bulldozer, right? Pretty much the Werewolf is going to keep hitting one of the 2 fire units. What happens on the bottom team here? So that bottom team here, it's really just Theo for damage, and they get first turn. So we want something really tanky. Fine, we just do this again. But this time we go for the HP leader just in case Theo goes nuts on his first turn. Vanessa, Orion, Leica, Prague. What do we need to do? We want to probably kill Veramos. So we put defense break on Veramos, and then we see what Sin can do here. Let's damage test Sin here. 15k. And that was with defense break and defense buff. But the fact he can't get defense broken tonight, 15k. Again, Veramos is generally a fairly tanky unit, though. Let's get some heals going. Just because, and this is, with Olivia being so much faster, the defense buff's always on these units here. Kind of nice. Cleanse the dot. And nuke the crap out of this thing. Again, we need to get max skilled. I think that's a pretty big deal. Once we get max skilled with Sin, I think it helps with the damage a bit. Fine. Go after the defense unit. Oh, wow. That was 21k there? Yeah, I mean, progression in this game does come, as you work on units, especially the biggest jump, I think, is once you really consistently farm Dragons B10, and once you get to that point where you start getting those crazy violent runes. I mean, that's kind of like that first OP set is really what really drives you. After there, it's just a constant grind to because then as you get better runes, the next runes move down to your second tier units, and that's when you feel like you're pretty good. So there we go. Now we reset. And farming Giants is really good too. That's perfectly fine. Giants is huge. Especially now, if you're going to work towards RTA, the new meta that's going to be out there, without Violent Fox playing as big as a role as it did in the past, I think it's a good place to be. Let's just kill this Bernard. No. He had defense break on it. That was why I wanted to at least focus on it. Yeah, you gotta... Oh, that's a pretty tanky Galleon there. They will come. It will eventually come. Just keep farming. Don't worry too much about it. There's not, you know, they just come. They're slow, but they come. All right, guys. Oh, YDCB is live. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna head out to Mobile Masters now. Again, if anyone else is going, you know, please, you know, hit me up on, you know, leave a message here. Just let me know how we can meet up there. I'm sure there's not gonna be that many people out there, and I'm pretty sure if you're watching the stream, you know what I look like. You know, come up, say hi. I'm heading to Newark now. If you're not going to there, if you're not busy, try and tune in live on Twitch, on the Amazon site. Just, you know, show support for it. Because again, if we don't show support for these tournaments, we don't get new ones. If you think that just you know, Swift and Despair runes are support units, you're a little... I mean, it's true. Yeah, they're mostly for that. But this is probably my second best nuker. It's on Swift. Despair. Not my best set, but right here, this is on the Despair set. You can obviously build them on nukers on support units as damage dealers too. For Triton, for my Triton, I went double shield will for cleave instead of Despair. I think it just works a little bit better. Just makes you know, makes it a little bit different. All right, guys. Yep, I'm heading out. Yeah, if you have a really good Swift nuker set, Lucian on Swift is perfectly fine because you have to, you know, for speed tuning Lucians, you have to get towards that like 180 speed, and it's really hard to do that while keeping any damage up without going speed on slot 2. Speed is a way. Swift is a way to do it. All right. I gotta go. But yeah, we'll have fun there. Hopefully we get to, you know, hopefully some of you other guys are showing up there. Again, anyone there, just feel free. Don't be afraid to say hi to me. Please don't, because yeah, you know, it's a small community out there for Summoners War out there. But anyone who's there, you know, again, if you're not able to go, just tune in on Twitch. Just watch it. Throw it in on the background. Just have the viewership up there. I think it's a really big deal because I would like to have more of these tournaments around here, and if we don't get support for them, we don't get more of them in the future. So I think it's pretty big. And this is the first major Summoners War tournament I've seen. And yeah, all right, I'm done babbling. I gotta go. Have a good night, day. By the way, I will be back streaming Guild War Rush later, in like 12 hours from now, and we can talk about how Mobile Masters was at that time then too. All right, guys, have a good day.